Hey everyone, welcome to our live chat. I am Heather and we are here for you each and every day. So we're here for you Monday through Thursday, starting at 8 a.m. at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 4, and then on Fridays, 8 and 10. So plenty of opportunity to, to ask us questions about Luminous, what we have to offer, our starter kits, our anything and everything. I mean, if it's color cosmetics you want to see, airbrushing, whatever, we are here for you. And so we try to do kind of just a whole variety of different things so you can see them. And so what we haven't done when we do our 4 o'clock is just brought it back to the basics. And so I really want to cover what you get in your starter kit, how to use it, and that we give you enough to get started. We do talk a lot about the extras and what you can do after, you get started. But I think it is important to show you guys, we give you everything that you need in the starter kit. So let's go over that starter kit real quick. Maybe you've ordered one, maybe you're looking to order one, maybe you have one and you haven't even opened it yet, but this is what it looks like. This is our Legend. That's our Icon. And we also have the Icon Pro, which is just like this one, except it's a different color. And then we have the Legend, which is a little bit bigger, but they're all the same as far as the direction. So whatever we're going over is good for each and every system. But it does come with the 2 bottles of foundation, and we give you the 2 bottles so you can practice and color match 365 days a year, which I don't know another line out there that gives you the tools to be able to do that and mix that perfect shade all year round, which is pretty amazing. And then of course we want you to practice with it. So get practicing. It also comes with a bottle of Love and a bottle of Blush, which we're going to go over as well. But when you first get it, the main thing is get it out and get practicing. When you turn it on, it does come put together. So there's not an 86-page IKEA directions on how to put it on. It does come put together. You just have to plug in the power cord. And then as soon as you turn it on, there's air that comes out. So you moving this stylus around your face and feeling that air, feeling how the air feels, keeping it about 4 finger widths away, that's practicing. So even if you're just practicing with the air, you were practicing. Then you can start putting water in here and then going from there. But the one thing that is the biggest thing I want you to practice on is the pulling back of the trigger, because that needs to be very light. It goes on differently than airbrush or than traditional makeup. And so you're not going to see it go on. And I know sometimes that's hard to even understand because we're like, what? We have to see it, but it's completely different, right? All right, so let's see who's all here. Oh my Lord. Hey, Jackie, how are you? Deborah, good to see you. Candy, good to see you. Z, hello. Brenda. All right. Hello, Amber. Who else is here? Who else? Hey, Jeannie, good to see you. Let's see. Z says on Facebook, I find it easier to use, but I find it difficult to clean the stylus. Yes, we'll go over that, the cleaning the stylus, because there's different ways of cleaning it. There's going to be different ways of like different steps that you can do. Every single time you use the system, you want to blow water through here. So all I want you to do is turn on the water. I usually turn on the warm water, just run it, turn it on, stick it under the faucet, and then just pull all the way back on the trigger. That's when you can pull back all the way on the trigger, is when you are cleaning it. Now, when you need to kind of step it up a notch, you can clean the stylus. But if you are clean the needle and all of that, but if you are cleaning it on a regular basis by running water through it till it runs clean, then you're good. If you're getting sputtering or if you feel like it's not clean, take it and you can pop the hose off, pop that off and soak it in warm water. That is another way of cleaning it and getting that deep clean. Because our product is water and mineral based, you're going to, it will dilute in the water as far as it'll kind of break that up. Oh, Jackie uses, yeah, we do have Tip Top Cleaner as well that I would also recommend getting. This is going to help you clean your stylus as well. But that's something you can use maybe every 3 days. But as long as you're still running that water through, you should be good. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm going to get some of my products out. And I'm going to stick with the kit and what's in that. I don't think I have. Of course, I wanted to do our natural blush, which I'm almost out of. If we're calling it summertime blush, which I think I might do. So I'm gonna shake it up. All right, so if you are first starting out, you're definitely gonna want to practice feeling the air on your face without pulling back on anything, without using the water, because if you're thinking about this, wherever you feel the air is where the makeup's going. And so it is very important to understand that, because that gives you another sense to understand how it's going on. Another thing I would recommend is doing it on a piece of paper or a tissue or even a paper towel. Spraying that very lightly will show you if you are making any mistakes and if you need to tweak it, if you get hot spots or even lines or anything. If it's very just soft and blended, then you're good to go. I actually, with the eye makeup, I did at the 2 o'clock on YouTube, and I used the Strength palette, which is this one right here. And I used the pinky purple one, which is Passion, in my crease. And then I used Ambition on my lid and also lined underneath. But then I went back with Energy, which is the red, Energy and Passion, and did a little more like deepness in my crease, but of the same colors, if that makes sense. So that Strength palette, I know people are like, oh, that's really bright, but it is an amazing, amazing palette because of the fact it is, our products are very blendable, pigmented, so you only have to use a little bit. All right, so now I'm actually going to do my blush first, and I'm mixing natural blush with Tulip. If you don't have natural blush, I would highly recommend getting natural blush. It is a great one to mix with your blushes, with your other blushes. It is very natural, but it does have some shimmer as well, and it's just amazing. So our blush is super high pigmented, and it does bloom, so it does intensify later on. And so after a few seconds after you apply it. And so doing it that way, doing it first or mixing it with the natural blush and Tulip, doing it first, mixing it, that's going to make this a little bit easier to put on. So I'm going to take my blush. I'm now feeling where I'm not pulling back on the trigger. I feel this. Oh no, Z, I'm so sorry. But baby, you can always go back and check them out after it's over. If you go to YouTube under Luminous Cosmetics, and I think it's under it should be under live streams. If you go to videos and then live streams, you can see it there. But see how beautiful that is. So I'm getting the pink from Tulip, but it's still toned down a little bit from with the natural blush. And I'll just finish that. Right there. I think that's it. Whoop, no, I had a little bit more. All right. There we go. So blush is on. And now I'm going to go in with my Silk 4-in-1, shaking it up. Oh, Deborah, that's awesome. Deborah used the pinkish purple for her blush last night. And that's what I ended up doing is I did that one in the lighter pink, a little bit on my cheeks after I did my foundation. And that again is the versatility of Luminous. All right, so starting with my foundation, I'm going in and making a pass, getting it under my eyes, keeping it 4 finger widths away. I keep moving, but I'm not in a hurry. It's not a race. My moves are very deliberate. I can feel the air. I know where the makeup's going. And I make sure to make a pass all around. Now, after one pass is completed, I can go back and cover what I need to cover. If I need to blend this out a little bit more, I can do that. Now I'm out of foundation. If I needed a little bit more, if I needed to look and, add a little bit more, I can always go back in and add a couple of drops. When you're first starting out, I want you to start with about 5 to 7 drops to do a pass, to do your makeup. That's really all you should need. I'm blending it down my neck as well. That's really all you should need. However, if at first you're using more than that, that's okay. Don't freak out, but just know that that's what you're going to get to, okay? So if you need to add more, you can add more. If you need to do less, whatever the case may be, but you don't want to start with like 100 drops and then not utilize it all. So start with about 5 to 7 and then keep going. Gigi says, I still can't get the coverage. My little tan color. Okay. So Gigi, did you get the peach color corrector? So I would definitely get the peach color corrector with sunspots or with that extra coverage. You might want to do a little bit of pre-coverage. It just might make it a little bit easier for you. You can get it with just foundation, but you might want to go, if you want to do it with just foundation, then you might want to go with Mystic, because Mystic is a higher pigmented foundation, a higher coverage foundation. But what I love the Silk 4-in-1. I love the fact that it is, it has an anti-aging properties. I love it. So that's my go-to, but I will use peach color corrector under my eyes and on my lids because my lids are darker. And then I have some sunspots over here, especially when I tan, they come out more. And so I will cover those with the peach color corrector, and then I can go in and start my foundation. When you're doing pre-coverage, you can hit those problem areas, kind of blend it a little bit, and then go in and blend the foundation. So that's what I would suggest, because it also gives you a little bit of versatility as far as coverage goes, to help a little bit as well. Thank you, Amber. Yay. Okay. And yeah, let me know if you have any more issues with that, or come back tomorrow. Maybe we can go over the peach color corrector so you can see it and see it working. Okay. Now this is Love, and the Love is a hydrating illuminator. It gives you luminosity. It's not a shimmer, so it will grab the light. So it's just going to give you this nice light, like lit from within look, but not a shimmer. Like my eyes have a shimmer, but this is very subtle. So it's great if you're unsure about a shimmer, if you want to use something that gives you a little bit of something, but isn't too much. And that's why I like Love. You can also, to change up the finish of your foundation, you can also mix a couple of drops of Love in with your foundation. That changes the finish a little bit, gives you a little more variety in your kit, in your makeup. All right. So last hour, to go along with my eyes, I went with a bright pink lip. I'm like, what do I want to go a little more subtle on this one? I'm like, now I don't know what to use because I do have my bright pink. Well, I can show you how to make the bright pink not so bright. We use the Naughty Pink lip liner, which is super bright. And so I'm going to, and normally I fill the lips all the way in. But I'm not going to really concentrate on all of it because I want to smudge it a little bit. Oh, Candy says that the silk is better in the heat for her. All right, so I did not fill my lips at 100% like I did last hour. But I am going to smudge them. And you can blot them a little bit too. And then I will take, again, the lip jelly. You can take the lip topper. I don't know where I would take Unicorn. I love Unicorn on top of this pink. And then smudge. And this is the lip jelly. So it's definitely not as bright as it can be. I just did it where it is a lot lighter, a lot smoother. Not as Barbie pink, not as woo-woo, right there. And then now I'm going to take Persuasion eyeliner. I'll take Persuasion eyeliner. I'm going to curl the inside of my lash. My ends are already super curly, so I don't like to curl them that much. Now I'm going to take the eyeliner and very thin line right at the lash line. And just to change things, I don't know if I'm going to go all the way in. I don't know. Let's see. Normally I go edge to edge. I don't know. What do you think? Should I go all the way in? I'm doing it super thin. Just dragging it, kind of fluffing right at that lash line. Real blur. I think I'm just going to do it really light. So what that's going to do is still help define the eyes. So I still get my definition, but then it's not going to be as overpowering. And so my my mascara will look, my lash lines will look thicker, but then I still get the lightness here. So again, using the body of the brush to get the mascara on, and then the very end of it is just feeling where it's going, baby. We did a while back when I was only on Facebook, we did a live where I did my entire makeup and didn't look in the mirror at all. Didn't look at the monitor, didn't do anything, just to show how you really can tell where the air is going is where the makeup's going, and that sweet spot of where you know how far you pull back on that trigger is important as well. And now I have to stop talking when I do the bottom so it doesn't get into my lips. And straighten these out a little bit more, get all the way in there. I think I need another mascara. Right there. And there you go. Voila. I am going to swipe underneath right here just because I felt like I had a hair right there. And there you go. There you go. Easy enough, right? Very muted on the lips now, not as bright as it was. So it's not going to pull any attention either way. I have bright on the eyes, bright on the lips, but they're both very blended and very subtle. So it's not going to be too much. And then it ties together with the cheeks where I still have the pink in there. But because we mixed it with the natural blush, it's toned down a little bit more to make it all tie in together. So there you go. All right. Easy airbrushing skills. Everyone can airbrush. Everyone should love this. If you're not, come back and learn. And because I promise you, you will love this. If you are airbrushing the correct way, you will love it. But just have patience. It's makeup. Come on. It is makeup. We can have fun with it and not get so dramatic with it as far as the application. Don't get frustrated with it. But it really is easy. The more you have this in your hand, the more you're going to learn, even if you're just practicing with water. So definitely keep going. Definitely come back and watch our lives and have fun with us. Ask questions as we go along. You can always email me. I'll put my email address up real quick. So you can always email me if you do have any questions, or if there's any products that you want to see. We are here for you guys. All right. All right, guys. I will see you back here tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.